Hello, everyone. I am back. My name is Muckster, and I am here because I am starting the second season for my Pokemon Draft League that I am doing with my friends. Is this something I have done before? Yes, actually, because we just finished Season 1, and I meant to make videos the whole time during Season 1, but I actually got a new job, which also, the three of you who have seen my videos before, would notice I moved across the country and live somewhere else now. I'm actually in Las Vegas. So, hopefully going to be making recordings for this one each week for all the matches, and I figured I should try to make one now to start off the season. I gotta remember to stop looking to my right where my camera recording is. So I figured I would real quick go over how the first season went. Just very quickly. We had two divisions, the Fuchsia Division and the Magenta Division. First place in the Fuchsia Division, not dropping a single game the entire time, was the Steel City Sceptiles, which was my team. Not much, it was good. There were a couple very close games, but it's not something I can super write home about because, I'm the only one here with competitive Pokemon battling before this. So, conveniently, this season will be a lot different. It'll be fun. We also had the Magenta Division, which Eploris Anus, who is making a return for this season as well. Actually, all of these people are making a return, but names have changed for this season as well. They went 6-3. That one was much closer. The Link Pontchartrain, little guys, he's going to make me lose my tongue, was only behind by one match, so it was pretty close. But they did end up locking it up. Whenever we went into playoff, actually for regular season first, kill leaders, we had actually surprisingly Sylveon being the most kills of the entire league, which was actually kind of crazy. Followed by Dracovic, which was mine. Porygon 2, but from the Colorado Boulders. I should have said Sylveon was from the Alamo City Alakazams. And, we'll go real quick. Terapagos from the Aurorus Borealis. Blaziken from my team again. Blissey from the Sin City Smolives. And Alakazam, again from the Alakazam. It's the only captain on this list, actually, from the Alamo City Alakazams. Iron Bundle from Eploris Anus. Palafin from the Link Pontchartrain Little Guys. And Hawlucha from the Pontchartrain Little Guys again. It was a lot of fun. We went into playoffs having the bottom two seeds from each do a play-in game, playing the number one seed from each side, and then the 2 and 3 playing each other, and then, the winners of those. So for the Western Division, I was the top seed. Alamo City Alakazams beat the Smolives. The Sceptiles, we beat the Alakazams in that one, and in a great match, the Portland Timbers lost to the Colorado Boulders, which the Colorado Boulders, with the upset, I would say, of the season, beat me 2-0. That darn Arcanine really messed me up. And he went on to the finals. Those finals ended up going against the winner from the East, which, from that side, the Beaver Big Top lost to the Pittsburgh Steel Storm in the first round, who then played against Eploris Anus, the top seed from that side, winning that one. The Link Pontchartrain Little Guys beat the Aurorus Borealis to make a 1-2 matchup going in, and they played each other with Eploris Anus winning that one. The finals was actually a great match. Either game could have gone either way, but the Colorado Boulders did take it 2-0 to cinch their championship. So they're on top, and like I said, all of these people are joining for next season. So this season I'm doing something a little bit different with the divisions. We are actually going to have 4 divisions, so we're up to 16 players. I essentially picked the top 4 players from last season, put them each into their own division, and then randomly spread out, or took the second placers from each division as well, spread them out, and then the third and fourth were randomly drawn along with, I guess the seconds were randomly drawn too. But, yeah. So I allowed each captain to choose their division name. Had to be a Pokemon region. So the winner of last season, the Colorado Boulders, captained by Alex, ended up naming his team, or his division, the Johto Division. Then we have second place was Eploris Anus, who is keeping his name, Scott, with the name the Galar Division. Myself, I actually went with Sinnoh Division, with the Resort Area Goon Squad being the top. and a Hoenn division with the Sacramento King Gambits. I'm going to go division by division and go through each of them, and I'm going to go by the order of the endings. So, first off, the Colorado Boulders, their first, and they've actually made a couple changes since the draft. I allow, for the first week, you're allowed free changes on your Pokemon. After that, it is you only get 7 exchanges for the rest of the season. And we are playing 15 weeks, so those are very valuable for after this. You notice he updated his symbol with a little crown, but he went with Dragapult, Rotom, Nidoking, Regieleki, Tinkaton, Porygon Z, Gigalith, Mienshao, Mimikyu, and Orthworm. Some of these were actually changes. He actually did drop, and I should double check this, he dropped 3 Pokemon. I should have had this before. He dropped Dracozolt, Emploreon, Palmont, and Slowbro Galar for 43 points. But he added in Tinkaton, Porygon Z, Mimikyu, and Orthworm for 38. So he's actually going to have 5 points floating for the rest of the season. Alex has an interesting team here. The Colorado Boulders, they have a lot of speed. Regieleki, fastest in the game. Porygon Z, very fast. But then he's got a nice sprinkling of sand strategy, where he's got Gigalith, who automatically makes sand. Orthworm goes well in that. Nidoking does good. It's a little interesting. Tinkaton, I'm very interested to see how his team from the current reigning champion does. He's actually got a decent amount of spread out for points, which I like to see. Next, we have the Bonteville Corviknights. This is captained by Daryl. Again, I'm going through all of Johto's division first. This team is our first one with a strategy throughout the entire thing. He decided he wanted to go full on stall. I also hate his logo. As a Steelers fan, I want to kill it. So I'll have to make sure I beat him in the regular season. But yes, the Bonteville Corviknights started first pick with Blissey, Clefable, Clodsire, Hydrapple, Corviknight, Ferrothorn, Garganacl, Alomola, and Corsola Galar. So he's going full stall. He has no attacky, full stall, just going to be a pain in the ass. I think that would have worked better last season when people weren't as experienced as they are now, but we do have some newer people, so he might be able to get through with it. He's just got to be ready to do pivots a lot, and he's got to spread those stress conditions and just do what he can, just really just kind of be a pain in the ass. People are not looking forward to playing against his team. Now, we had our first team with a strategy. Now we have our first team with a theme. The Calgary Hatman, with his very lovely hand-drawn symbol off the Calgary Flames. The Calgary Hatmen drafted Meowscadera, Slowking Galar, Ting-Lu, Weezing Galar, Ceruledge, sometimes these are hard, Abalola, Honchkrow, Araquanid, Iron Crown, Mismagius, Mr. Rhyme, and Cacturn. Now, he ended up doing this all with only 1 point remaining, and his team is actually really fun to me. They all have hats. Most of them have full-on hats. Some of them have just like hairdos or something similar to hats that aren't quite all the way to hat, but we all kind of like discussed it whenever we figured out what he was doing and agreed, yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah, I'm actually super happy with his team, and I think he will do well. He's a little slow, but we'll see what happens. Then our final one in the Johto division is a newcomer. Our first newcomer is Mongo Approved, captained by Jenna, who is actually Scott's wife, so that is quite fun. Scott helped do the communication and helped them make some decisions, but Jenna and actually their daughter made a lot of their picks. They have a great symbol of a Velociraptor as their picture. But their first overall pick, Pheromosa, who actually I wanted, the highest value in the whole tournament. Arcanine Hisuian, so Hisuian Arcanine. As to quote what I saw whenever he texted me the pick, his daughter liked the doggy. And you know what? I respect that. Then beyond that, yeah, it's cool song. Azumarill, get some bellies on. Hello, Mousehold, Celebi, Jolteon, Porygon 2, Dashbun, and Galvantula. A lot of very cute Pokemon in this one. A lot of happy Pokemon like dogs, mice. I mean, Celebi's very cute. Obviously, Pheromosa is the highest point value in the draft, and she saw that, and she's like, I want that. So I can. Our next division is the Galar division, as named by the second place, the runner-up of the last season, E. Plurisanus. That is apparently a reference to a show. It's not just a random thing. But he was second in the whole thing last year, so he got to name his Galar, which was apparently the game he's played the most, so I got to respect it. His team chosen of Fluttermane, Tapu Lele, Hisuian Samurott, Ogerpon, Toxtricity, Cloyster, Rhyperior, Inteleon, and Pelipper. Very cool team. I like it a lot. Fluttermane. I hate Fluttermane so much. So that's going to be a pain in the butt to stick with. And Hisuian Samurott also gets their free stones down. So that paired with Ogerpon he gets all 4 types, which is why it's 18 points. It's going to be a scary team. He's got the Cloyster who can Shell Smash. Rhyperior can soak up some electricity if he has his Pelipper or Inteleon or Samurott out. So he's got a little sprinkle of water in here too. So that's another team that has a definite theme with a little bit of water. He's the runner-up. He's going to be dangerous. We're going to have to see how he does. Now, we have a renaming from last season. We have Ricky joining us. This time, last season, he was the Aurorus Borealis. Now he is the Wydon Drag Superstars, named after Wydon City from the Galarian division. Yes, you read that right. Drag Superstars. His team is a theme team where he essentially picked all people in dresses or ones that he could see showing up in a drag show. So Iron Valiant, Diancie, Celestia, Frostlass, Delphox, Serena, Hisuian Lilligant, Melodica, Gothitelle, and Mr. Mime Galar. As a kid, you always got to have like the butch one at the end. All of these, great theme. Love it from these. I was like sitting there, I was like, they're all in dresses whenever he was picking them out. But no, they are all the drag queens. And his symbol is amazing with James in the middle of this. It's so good. He's also got a very fast team. Like, Diancie's tanky. Gothitelle's a pain in the butt with their Shadow Tag. Mr. Mime, I actually don't know what Mr. Mime Galarian does very well, but like this team is tanky. But it's got some tank options. It's got a lot of speed. It's a little heavy into fairy, but I guess that makes sense considering, well, drag queens. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they do. After that, we have another new team. We have the Stow-on-Side Lycanrocs, captained by Sam. Sam's new to competitive battling, but she did a lot of research, and after we did the last draft, we were showing her what she did. She's like, I wish I joined. So, hey, happy to have her. This will be fun. She picked her first overall pick of Lycanroc, which was a little bit of a snipe from me. But then she got strong picks from Darkrai, Charizard, which everybody's kind of scared of Charizard right now. His Typhlosion Hisuian form, though. Tapu Koko, I think all the Tapus ended up going. Lapras, Whimsicott, Vizirian, Starmie, Sneasel, Hisuian Sneasel, not Sneasler, Sneasel, and the beautiful, beautiful hair of Alolan Jugtrio. So, we got another lot of speed team. We got some good tank. We got Lapras. We got, I think Jugtrio's actually super fast. I got some good mega options. I should have been talking about megas before. Good mega options in Starmie. Darkrai is not a legal mega, but Charizard's got the 2 options. I wanted Hisuian Typhlosion. She got him. It's going to be great. Also, her logo was made by Shmeev. It's an excellent logo with the like a rock. Oh, like a rock. So, great pun. Actually, that was what she suggested it. He built it. I'm very excited about it. It's going to be fun. They are going to hurt if they get a speed advantage, you're just done. I don't know if there's anyone who could survive any of those attacks. Finally, for the Galarian division, we have a returner. Same name, same lovely, person and team. We have the Sin City Smolives. This is another theme, but they do have a strategy here. They went full-on Trick Room with their first pick, Farigiraf, Hatterene, Torkoal, Primarina, Ursaluna, Blastoise, Meganium, Archelodon, Mamoswine, Armarouge, and Electivire. I'm super excited Electrolytes not use as much anymore. I used to use them a ton. But no, the full-on Trick Room with Farigiraf, Hatterene, I think that's it that can set up the Trick Room, but that's 2. That's awesome. Armarouge might be able to, but like ones who work off of it, Armarouge, Electivire, Archelodon, Meganium's not very fast, Blastoise, Ursaluna, Primarina, Torkoal. I mean, they all just do great under Trick Room, and this is the first time we've had a Trick Room team in one of our leagues, so I'm super excited to see how it goes. Man, it's going to be a pain in the ass for my team because my team's super fast. So they're going to be trouble for me. I'm going to have to figure out how to get around the Trick Room. Torkoal's also going to come out with some kills if he gets in under Trick Room. Another option we got some sun from Torkoal. We have some other ones who can set up some weather. Archelodon works great in the rain. And Meganium, who just doesn't care what the weather is, they're always just in a ray of sunshine. So, Sunberry, she's got the sunshine, and we're going to see how it goes for this season. Now we're on to my division, the Sinnoh division. I named this because Sinnoh was the one where it really got me most into competitive battling, so went for it, took it, and loved it. I also am going to go over my team first. My team last season was the Steel City Sceptiles. I went for a theme this time. Let's see if you can figure it out. I am now the Resort Area Goon Squad, taking Mewtwo, Lopunny, Lucario, Vaporeon, Gardevoir, Salazzle, Zeraora, Serperior, Zoroark, and Sliggoo. You see my logo. You see my team. What am I doing? That's right, I found a list of every Pokemon that has R34 content and could only pick out of those who had 2,000 R34 content and up. Those of you who don't know what that is, it's an adult thing. Are kids gonna watch this? Parents, if your kid is watching this, I'm gonna have you ask you to cover their ears for the next 5 seconds. They're all fuckable Pokemon. I don't judge other people's opinions. It's just what is on the list. So I picked them all out. I put this team together. I've done a couple practice games. They're fast. I'm very fast. It's a little scary. The only real not just I'm going to kill you Pokemon are Gardevoir and Vaporeon, and I guess Sliggoo. The rest are just I'm going to punch you in the face, and I'm going to be hyper offensive. I also have so many mega options between Mewtwo, Lopunny, Lucario, Gardevoir, all mega-able. So, yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun because I'm going to switch my team up significantly for every match because I'm going to have to because I did not draft this like with a good strategy. I just went, do they meet the theme? They do. Let's get them. Next person in my division, in the Sinnoh division, are the Alamo City Alakazams. They continue this season with the same name. They might be changing it, we'll have to see. They also still have not made a logo. This is the leftover logo that was in this team, or in this sheet before I got it. This is somebody else with a theme. Let's see if you can guess it before I finish again. It has nothing to do with Alakazam. So, they have Palafin, Zygarde, Slacking, Sylveon, Regigigas, Archeops, Terrapagos, Toedscruel, Mawile, Sableye, and Golisopod. Did you figure out what the theme was? It's all Pokemon with drawbacks. A lot of them are very strong, but a lot of them have drawbacks. Palafin, you got to switch out in order to get the super strength. Zygarde, in order to... Actually, you can't Mega it yet, but it gets a huge power boost below half health. Slacking, I mean, it's slacking. Regigigas, slow start. Archeops, if it gets below 50% health, it halves its speed and attack, which is crazy. Terrapagos, I mean, it's really only super useful Mega. That one was a bit of a stretch for us, but we were trying to figure out some examples. Toedscruel, Mycelium Might, it allows it to use its effects on anything, but if it does, it automatically goes last. Mawile, it's really only useful Mega, otherwise it's terrible. Sableye, it's a bit of that again, but it's also... Originally, it was statted out to be a Pokemon that had no weaknesses, and then suddenly it has weaknesses, but they didn't change the stats or anything, so it's kind of bad. And then Golisopod, if you get below 50% health, it gets switched out and taken out of the game. Now, Sylveon doesn't match this list. Not as much, but it's mostly because Sylveon was his #1 kill leader last season, and he wanted Sylveon back. You know what? Can respect it. Can't be perfect on the team. But also, Sylveon's so damn cute, I think it just gets a pass. The next team in my division are the Queen City Togepis. Yes, that symbol is actually of her tattoo, Paige's tattoo of a Togepi that she has in real life. So, her team is Tapu Fini, Heatran, Mandibuzz, Hippowdon, Caesar, Amoonguss, Gastrodon, Quagsire, Hitmontop, and Bronzang. She's got a really beefy team. There's no Pokemon that are squishy. I guess Tapu Fini's Tapu Fini's not even squishy. They've got no squish. They're very tough, but I think they've got a little bit more damage than our stall team that we saw before from the Corviknights. So, and this is also like her first time doing competitive battling or anything like this, but I also saw her do a practice match and it went really well, so I'm super, it's going to be so good. Also, she's the only one who has an actual picture of her body as part of her symbol, so, you know. Our last team for the Sinnoh division is the Des Moines Dragonites. They have a theme as well. This is by Crandy. They are a newcomer. You notice they don't have a symbol yet. I think they're working on it. I can't speak to it for sure. But the Pokemon that they did pick are Dragonite, Mew, Zapdos, Gengar, Slowbro, Alolan Muck, took my boy, Ninetales, also Alolan, Dugtrio, and Tauros. Now, this is the team for the Gen 1ers. Gen 1er? Yeah, Gen 1ers. Because they are all Pokemon from Gen 1. Yeah, he has 2 Alolan forms in there, but, you know, I think that gets a pass still. He also took normal Tauros. He didn't take the other forms of Tauros. So, I think Grandy actually does have experience with competitive battling, so I'm very interested to see what happens with them, how they plan these teams. Great type coverage. Got pretty much every type covered. Actually, does he have every type covered? Dragon Flying, a couple Flyers, 2 Poisoners, 3 Poisons. Nope, 2 Poisons. You got pretty much every type covered. A lot better type coverage than a lot of the other teams. Yeah, I think they're going to have a fun time. And the Gen 1ers are really going to have a team to cheer for here with them. And for our final division, we have the Hoenn division. With the, I guess, captain or the person who decided the name of this was Shmeev, whose team is now the South Haynesville Horse. They're horses. I'm going to give that one away. They're all horses. With the first pick of Spectrider, Kalido, Gastриder, Mudsdale, Galarian Rapidash, Zebstrika, Zapdos. Wow. Rapidash. I don't know where I got Zapdos. Kingdra, Zebstrika, Dragolage, Sawsbuck, and Widear. They actually are the only team with significant leftover points. They have 24 points left over. So they're going to have a little bit of a weaker power level team. They're also one of the few teams that drafted 12. So, I mean, as you can expect, horses, fast as hell. Like, they're going to be moving. They're going to be grooving. They're a little squishy, but I do like some of the picks where they got some seahorses counted. That's great. I love that. Spectrider's going to be scary. I think people are going to underestimate how strong Spectrider was. I'm a little sad because he did want the Calyrex riders to be allowed in, but our vote ended up tied, and I decided the tie would stay to the status quo, which makes me a little sad, but, yeah. Strakalaka, there was a discussion whether or not it was a horse. It rears and whinnies back like a horse, so we're going to give that one a pass. I'm excited to see if they continue their dominance and take their top of their own division. Next, we have the returning Pittsburgh Steel Storm from Marco. Returning from last year, same name, same symbol, same great Pokemon team. No, they took Iron Bundle first. So much speed, so much a pain in the ass. Rillaboom took my great Tusk from last year. Jirachi, Noivern, Sneasler, Moltres, Feraligatr, and Tojamaru. I believe they are the one who tied for the least picks. I think the least we had out of anybody was 9, which they are. Are they the only one? I'm going to look. They are the only person. Nope, them and the Corviknights both took 9. Otherwise, everybody else took at least. No, them and Epolaris Anus. So there's 3 teams with 9, everybody else with more. So they have their 9. They have a lot of strong Pokemon. Sneasler's scary, a lot of speed. Sneasler's hard to use sometimes, though, so we'll see if they figure out how to use them. After that, we have our last 2, I believe, are 2 newbies. We have the Sacramento King Gambits, which have a great symbol as well. This is by Tom. They have King Gambit, as it's a beautiful thing to have your own team captain. Skeledirge, Venusaur, Terrakodon, Slowking, Salamence, Togekiss, Frostmoth, Sandy Shocks, and Perugly. To my knowledge, no theme, no strategy. Looking at it here, they've got some sun opportunities, but not really any sun setters. They took the Togekiss, which I thought was going to be a contested pick much later than it ended up going. I don't know what to think about this team, honestly. They've got good typing. They don't seem to be too heavily anywhere. I love the Frostmoth. I haven't seen Frostmoth used before. I want to see how that goes. They have 3 points left, and they still have a week to make any more moves if they want to. I don't know what to expect from them, but I think they know what's going on. So I think they're going to come in strong. Then our final team of everybody is the Columbus Beedrills, named after the Columbus Blue Jackets, who I hate, and he knows this. This is run by Lemix, who's actually Queen City Togepi's husband. But they have Gliscor, Tyranitar, Roserade, Metagross, Quiliquavel, Ninetales, Galarian Darmanian, Enamorus, Alolan Sandslash, and Helios. He is a very fun team. He is weather everything. He's got sand. He's got sun. He's got rain. He's got, well, I guess he's probably got ice hail somewhere because he's Alolan Sandslash. He's got it all. And so I think he's just kind of coming in to just mess. He saw how many other teams were taking so many weather options. He's going to really mess with those teams. So that is our 16 teams for the season. Now, just for some quick rules things that we're going to go over real quick for how playoffs and such are going to work. So how I have it set up is the standings are decided by total wins, game win percentage as well, then division wins, then division win percentage, plus minus overall for your team, and your division plus minus. As the season goes on, we are going to have every team ends up playing within their division for weeks 4. I really should have this pulled up. Play against your own division for weeks 5, 10, and 15. So you play your own division in those ones. Otherwise, it's kind of division on division throughout the rest of it. Everyone plays each other once. After all the smoke is settled, you're going to the playoffs. The first seed from each division will get a bye. Straight into the quarterfinals. The second and third seeds from each division will have a play-in game where they play each other. I feel like it shouldn't even be a play-in game. It's just a separate round. But they will play each other. Winner of between second and third will go on to play the first, which you'll notice does play within your division. Winner of that goes and plays a different division. Winner of that goes to the championship. Now, the interesting thing ends up being, you'll notice there's only 3 teams from each division that make the playoffs. There are 4 teams in each division. Sadly, 1 team from each division will be missing it. Felt like that was fair considering we're doing 15 games in the regular season. Plenty of time for everything to equal out and round out. So, yes, I'm very excited. I've said excited a lot in this video. I'm also very tired, had an early day. I will throughout the season be tracking stats. I'll be tracking how each team does in every match. I'll be keeping it all together, keeping it in the videos. I'm hoping to make a video every week. There's an exception for weeks. I think 3 and 4, I'm actually going to be on vacation in Italy. Not going to be doing this in Italy. That would be silly. But other than that, I think that's everything. It's gonna be a very interesting season. It'll be fun. I'm excited to see some of the new people play, and I'm also excited to see what some of the old heads now understanding more about how Pokemon battling works, how it goes. Well, I hope you all have a great day. If you see anything that you want to have added to these videos, maybe comment it on here, message me, do any of those things. I expect like 4 people to watch them, and all 4 of those people exist inside the league. The rest of the league probably won't watch it. So if you have any questions, answers, solutions, want to talk shit, do it. Do it, you wimp. Or if you want to decide that some of my Pokemon aren't fuckable enough. I don't care. It wasn't my call anyway. It was the Rule 34 list. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And